Hello, my name is Josh Verosco. My TED Talk in regards to I wish. What do I wish about education? Well, as being a teacher for over 10 years and coming up from a small southern background with a poverty in my community and then moving up to the Chicago suburbs, I just wish that education was more simple. I think it was more simple for the kids, more simple for the teachers, and more simple for administration. I think what we do is we make education complicated by adding the politics involved in it. And what I mean by that is when we start high-stakes testing and we start all these incentives based on political agendas, what we do is we convolute the idea of education. Now, first, before I can get into my real goals, I have to talk about what education means. Well, to me, what education should be is basic. Should be basically trying to advance kids in reading, writing, and arithmetic and allowing them to achieve their goals to be productive members of society. Now, what schools do is, in my feelings, is they make this much more complicated than what it should be. When we look at our education system, the greatest thing about it is that we have this idea of the American dream of equal opportunity. Now, to give equal opportunity, we have to be the best at providing a situation that allows them to advance in the current job market. Now, the job market does not require extracurricular sports, does not require to be well-rounded. The job market simply requires you to be skilled in the areas that are available. And when you look at today's current fields, we look at technology, we look at business, we look at ideas of medicine, healthcare, and any type of language or global market ideas. Now, what we do still, though, as an educational system is teach in the 1950s kind of mantra, in that we give them different core values, we have them take general education requirements, we don't focus their skills towards something that can help them achieve a bigger goal, and that being a job. So my proposal would be is that every student wants to learn. Every student wants to do well. But what we do is we bore them to death with this traditional way of teaching. What I would like to see is more of like a European or Asian model, where the kids are given more of basic skills all the way up to middle school, like they currently are. And then at middle school, you're given kind of a placement test. And that placement test puts you on basically a three-tier track. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm a special ed teacher, so I don't believe in throwing kids into a school just to babysit them. I think that if a kid's a track to an AP honors class, he should be in an advanced setting, the way they can advance their skills and be the most productive learner possible in order to be future scientists, future astronauts, future entrepreneurs. That's one track. The middle track still provides that, like we do now, but also still incorporates some of the life skills that we still need. Life skills like maybe becoming a mechanic, maybe working in an automotive field, working in the basic maintenance fields like plumbing or construction, which are all important to our infrastructure and all can be contributing to society. And there's kids that have great skills in that we sometimes devalue because it's not a college level course. And then the third track would be our kids, like our special ed kids that are very low, that need those basic skills in order to advance, that need to learn how to live, need to learn how to take care of themselves. Those are things that sometimes schools need to do, but we've lost that because we're so pressured for this high stakes testing and this idea that every single kid's going to college. So now, in saying that, within my model, kids could move from one spot to the other. They could test in and test out. And they could go by recommendations, and it'd be an ebb and flow of one way or the other. It wouldn't be just put them in one building and leave them there. It'd be the idea of allowing them to advance within that building. Now, when I said get rid of extracurriculars and get rid of things like that, I think we need to gear our resources and our job planning towards what teachers can best suit these kids. And if we take the resources that we currently use on all the things outside of the actual classroom, when I said reading, writing, and arithmetic, and we gear them towards helping kids achieve their goals in society, I think we'd be a much better place. Just an idea, just a wish, just a thought. Is it practical? Maybe not, but that's what a wish is supposed to be. It's supposed to be unpractical. Dream big. Hopefully we meet somewhere in the middle, and eventually our kids advance in a way that is going to help them produce in a global market. Thank you for my TED Talk, and I'm Josh Verosco.